called Generic Wrestling Questions. Those of you that
Okay.
have seen my interviews before, when I asked Al asked Juice his favorite match, favorite pay-per-view card, such as Double or Nothing 2019, for example, favorite wrestler's entrance theme, favorite tag team, and favorite wrestler. Basically, the questions I assume you're asked on social media. So now you'll have a place to be like, guys, I have answered this. Please go watch this. So, what's your favorite match of all time?
Oh man, and I've if it flops all, it goes all over the place sometimes because there's so many great matches that I recommend to people. If I have to pick one that I probably have shown, I think this is how it goes. I've shown this match to more people that don't watch wrestling
Mm.
than recommend it maybe to people that have because they've probably already seen it. And that would be Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2, WrestleMania 17, Edge and Christian, the Hardys, and the Dudleys. I think it has everything. It's that I mean, I'm not going to say that that pay-per-view is my favorite. That's a cop-out answer because it was at a perfect storm of
Mm.
WCW closing, the Attitude Era closing kind of, and everything being like perfect for one show. And that match, I think, has it all. So that's where I would lean with favorite match.
You said you wouldn't go for Mania X7, but what's your favorite pay-per-view card of all time, my friend?
So I'm gonna exclude that show, and I'm gonna go with a WCW show because that's where I really like diving in. WCW Spring Stampede 1994, where you've got Flair Steamboat 5 years after their trilogy in '89. You've got Cactus Jack and Max Payne versus the Nasty Boys in a street fight, which is crazy. Vader versus the Boss, and you also get Sting versus Rick Rude. So a ton of great stuff. It's like the last true WCW show before Hulk Hogan is even mentioned. So it's like that last sliver of pre-Hogan WCW, and it's a hell of a card. And now it's on the WCW Vault, so it's in the WCW YouTube channel for free. So you should go out of your way to check it out.
How crazy is that? As someone that grew up with wrestling when before WCW went out of business, before YouTube was even a thing, the WCW has their own YouTube channel now.
It blows me away, man. Well, it started off with the WWE Vault, and they post stuff all the time too. And I'm like, this is great. I want more of this. And then they started putting WCW out there, and they're putting full shows. And I tell people it's one thing to have access to all those shows on Peacock, and that's great. But YouTube not only reaches everybody, but everybody can comment underneath, and you're seeing if you travel around to some of the like Greed 2001, their final pay-per-view got uploaded. And I think it's one of the highest viewed pay-per-views that they've uploaded so far. There's so many positive comments. If the further you go down, you start looking, there were good things coming out of it. But you won't
Mm.
see that if you just ask a random fan, oh, WCW in 2001 had to suck. It was terrible. These people are seeing it, watching it, and commenting like, no, there was some good stuff. They could have had it. So it gives a forum for people to be like, wow, I can't believe maybe there's more to dive into. And that's why I love that WCW is on YouTube now. It's like it gives everybody a chance to see it potentially for the first time.
That's really, really cool, my friend. Going back to generic wrestling questions, what about your favorite wrestler's entrance?
Entrance theme?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man. It's tough. It's currently uh, this is a tough one, man. It's very tough to I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to make any cop out answers because I love the Sting Crow theme that he
Mm.
had, and that was always a really cool song. If I if I have to pick a theme, and I guess it's kind of a cop out because it's not really for one guy, but I would say the NWO Wolfpack theme.
Mm.
It's a great song. You could play it anywhere, and it's kind of like people still vibe to it regardless if they know wrestling or not. And it just made guys like Kevin Nash like the coolest dudes. Like it made the group really, really cool as a kid and growing up. It's like I want to be in the Wolfpack. Like how could you not want to be a part of that? So hearing that like wolf cry at the beginning and then it goes into that beat, it's like man,
Mm.
so good.
You brought up Sting's Crow theme there. What was your thoughts on his AEW thing? Because I really like that thing.
I really like it too. I was so happy that he kind of, he had that run in WWE, got cut short, and I was like, well, I guess, at least he got there and did whatever. Then he gets to AEW and has a renaissance for his career, and I thought his final match was like perfect, and everything about his run was, I think, done perfect. I think AEW treats their legends in a way that I think all wrestling companies should approach legends with. Like, let's celebrate them. Yes, let's utilize them, even if it's not in ring. Like your Jake Roberts and your Tully Blanchards. Like, if you're gonna not use them in ring, at least have them talk on commentary or be a manager. Like AEW does a great job with that. So Sting coming in, his theme was great. I love the snow coming in too, especially that first debut. So good.
That's really, really cool. What about your favorite tag team, Juice?
Oh man, tag team is tough. Man, tag team is really tough. If you would have talked to me maybe 10 years ago, I probably would have said the Young Bucks because I was such an uber Young Bucks fan. I think, I mean, without them, among other people, AEW wouldn't be what it is today. And they really changed the game. And I remember when they were just kind of being this really uber indie tag team, and I'm like, you got to check these guys out. They're having crazy matches.
Hmm.
They pay homage to the past while celebrating the future. I will say all time favorite. I might have to go with the Steiners. The Steiner
Hmm.
brothers, just hard hitting, about as real as you could get, and but they were athletic, and they just had great matches with everybody, and their solo careers also did great. Now we get Braun Breaker, and I love seeing him do well because I'm like, man, how old am I getting? Like I saw Scott and Rick doing great stuff, and now Rick's kid is grown,
Hmm.
being a great star. Like, damn, like it's really cool to see that throughout the years if you've watched since the beginning. So.
Really, really cool. And then finally, Juice, the biggest generic question, in my opinion. Who is your favorite overall wrestler of all time?
Wow. Overall wrestler, I think man, I think I have to go with Sting. I really do. I dressed as Sting as for Halloween when I was like 4. Like I said, Sting was my hero growing up. It wasn't Hulk Hogan. I grew up with Hogan as the bad guy, and Sting was the guy to save WCW. And then, he goes to TNA and does a lot of stuff there. And just he never up until him going to WWE, I love that he was like he wasn't anti WWE, but he was just I'm here to kind of help whoever needs it, And WWE never really needed Sting, and clearly they wanted to use him though too. And I like that they even had that partnership because him coming out of Survivor Series 2014 is like an amazing moment, and then he gets the run with Seth and the match with Triple H and then the AEW stuff and how it all he's done it all and. Just the hero that I think is a hero for the good reasons. And he's a guy that, not every one of our favorites or our heroes throughout the years have turned out to be the best
Yeah,
in or outside of the ring. And I think Sting has presented himself with such dignity. And it's something that I think all fans respect. Like, I couldn't tell you one person that has said something negative about Sting. And I think that's all anybody needs to hear.
that's really, really cool, my friend, and a beautiful way to end this.